Hello, my name is Kevin and welcome to the Love Decanters channel. So this is part 7 of my visit to the Glass and Ceramics Fair at Cranmore Park in Solihull. Yep, part 7, I should say. And yeah, so, and there's still quite a lot of parts to go. There's just too much nice things there. And it's really a departure from the other videos where I'm going to the antique centre, and in those really you're seeing the things that you can see everywhere you go. Really, I do, because I like to show you that stuff, whereas this is the stuff that that you're trying to, when you're going through everything, this is the kind of stuff that you're trying to pick out. Yeah. But I quite like the everyday stuff as well, so I can't really, you know, I've got quite a lot of everyday stuff in my collection. Don't know why. Well, no, I don't know why, because to me, I'm interested in design of previous ages. So anyway, rather than me just blurbing on about my own thoughts, let's get on and have a look at some glass, eh? Yeah, these ones, I think these are Rihimaki. You see the case, yes, you can see the case through the clear base. They're huge though. I mean, there's my hand. There. You can see it's more than 10 inches. So yeah, they're quite good. Don't know about this though. Looking at the 20th Century Glass website, I found Rihimaki tube vases like those. Different colour. And there's no more, there's just this one example in blue, and yeah, he just says 1970s. Doesn't have any more details on it. Now, there used to be a Rihimaki website where the guy had loaded lots of catalogues and everything, but I think he stopped maintaining it and it's fallen by the wayside. So for some of these, there was a link at one point. I don't even know if it's still there, but there was a link and it just died. So yeah, so that's my advice. I've given this advice before. If I'm giving you links to things with lots of catalogues and everything and you can download them, get in there and download them before someone decides they're going to shut them. Delving into my brain, I think this is Pukeberg. Yes. And it's like a dip mould, you see. This is what they've dipped it into. I think that behind is Finnish as well, or Finnish. That's Italia. I think that's Neva. I'm not certain, but I think it is. Yeah, I've seen this before, but I can't think who it's by. This looks like it's Rihimaki. After much searching, I drew a blank on that little dip molded bottle. I know I've seen it before. I'm fairly certain I've seen it with the Pukeberg label. I might be wrong, but yeah. Anyway, I can't find it. I only have Pukeberg catalogues up to the 60s, I think. So yeah, that drew a blank too. But I did get lucky with the other bits. So yes, the tall vase with a bit in the middle. This is a shot glass, but it's still the same pattern. It's Italia, Tapio, Ricala, Neva is the pattern. So that's that. Then tube vase, Rihimaki, or Rihimayan Lassie is the other name, but there it is here. And we've got a pattern number 1376 and a designer Tamara Aladdin. So that's good on that one. And then the other tube vase with the squares on it is also Rihimaki, but it's a different designer. Erkitapio Sirionin, I think. Anyway, it's a Pablo vase. I wonder if it's after Pablo Picasso and his, square period or something, And we've got a patent number as well, 1388. Hang on, what was the other one? So this is 1376. So this one is older than this one, but not by much. So there we go. Got your Costa Snowball here. I think these are Italia, but the shapes don't look quite the same, so I'm not sure they are. But these are interesting. I think these might be both Ingrid glass. They're German, and this one is kind of very Whitefriars bark-esque, I would say, but not. So the first thing we looked at there was the Costa Boda Snowball candle holder. I think it's more of a tea light thing. Designed by Anne Wharf in the 1970s. Now, I've seen somewhere that Costa made 500,000 of these, and I do see them around. I mean, I went to one antique centre, and they were using them as tea lights on the table in the cafe there. There's that many of them that actually, you know, people are just using them. I don't know if they're still made or not, but anyway, yes, you can. But this one is, he says this one's 1.4 kilos. I'm just looking at that actually. So this must be a monster. 3.5 inches tall. No, I think that one was a bit smaller. So this one's pretty big compared to the others. In fact, it looks like this bottom bit looks a bit different to the one we were looking at. So, but anyway, that's what it is. There are small, most of them are smaller, and yeah. Anyway, that's what that was. So here we are. The next thing we were looking at was those Italian bowls. Now the one that was on the left there had a green tint to it. I don't think that it was colour green. I think the glass was just not clear. I don't know about that one. So the other one was bright like this one here, where you can see the edge is white, so it's reflecting back on white. But the other one, even though they were both on a white surface, was reflecting back green. Now the only thing I can think that might attribute to that is the fact that these were designed, well, started making them in 1936. They're designed by Alva Aalto, but yeah, 1936, so they were pre-war design. Look at that, it looks like something modern, doesn't it? Anyway, what's interesting is, I think this is the beige, no, not that one, that one. So they are still made today, and look at the prices. And something I've learned, oh, this one's a different shape. There's another one there that's a different shape. Anyway, yeah, so you've got, the price is £170, £170, £345. Anyway, what I have discovered from just reading this bit that's not clear, so I was wondering, are these pressed glass with the top shaved off? Are they slump mold, where you have a shape and you drop the glass over it, and then in that case you just chop the bottom off? I don't think there'd be centrifuge mold. Don't look right for that. But anyway, what it says here, the Alva Aalto collection continues to be mold blown, mouth blown at the. So what these are then is they're a dip mold. So basically you blow the bubble into a mold. It's not one that's turned, so you're basically pushing it in from the top, and what they're doing then is the top of the blow would be still attached to the rod, pull it out, and then cut it off and polish it off like this. So yeah, that's interesting that probably half the glass that went into making this is thrown away or tossed back into the furnace. Still looking at 20th Century Glass website. This is the Ingrid glass vase, one that was on the right. It's a bit like a tube vase, but more, you know, some of the Rihimaki tube vases, but more organic. That's from the 1970s. Yeah, the other one that was there, I've done masses of searching. I searched 20th century glass for any bark vase that might be it. I did search for every kind of bark vase in Google, and yeah, I can't find it. I have seen one like that before, but I can't remember who it's by, and yeah, it's a bit Ingrid Glass-like, but I don't think it is. It's annoying me because in my head I know I've seen it before. Anyway, so sorry on that one.
Got a couple of Whitefriars bits here with the two colours. Got this one with the flaring rim. And we've got this one here. So it's in sea green and black. I think I'm not sure what the other colour is. Blue. It is blue, but I can't remember the official name of it.
I'm going to use my own website as the reference for this. I have a section in the Whitefriars on Whitefriars ribbon trail vases, yeah, and I have a couple of two-tone ones. Yeah, these ones are purple. Got a red one there. But anyway, in fact, I sold this one. I hope it's not that one because I didn't get £175 for it. Anyway, so what have we got? We've got the patent number here, 8886. It's on by Bardu Powell, circa 1932, and I've got like a whole pile of, I've got 4 references for it here. These ribbon trail vases do come in another colour. They come in, I think it's blue with a sort of like a amethyst twist on. Yeah, those are rarer, so if you see that combination, and if you look at, let's see, yeah, you just need to look at the ribbon trail. There are other ribbon trail vases around. Let me show you this one here. I think this one. This picture shows it the best. The ribbon trail has a sort of like flat surface or slightly hollow surface quite often, and that's really a sign of that it is a Whitefriars one. I'm not going to say every time, but if it's very rounded, I'd be suspicious that it's actually someone else.
So this is the Italia vase I was thinking of earlier by Alva Alta. And I think this shape is originally from the 1930s. I know it's early, but in brown it's very rare. But yeah, look at this very carefully. Look at that shape, and then look at these shapes. They're different. They're not the same. Don't know what that means. This looks like it might go inside that one though. Got some really huge Medina, some people call them fish vases or axe vases. It's got this one here. It's got this one here. And this one here. I think I like this one best. Yeah.
So back to the 20th Century Glass website, and here we go. This isn't the same colour. There are none for sale that are the same colour, but I just thought, I think I've shown this before, how I think it's made, where this middle bit is blown. I think it's got a couple of layers of glass. So I think they have a blob, they put a bunch of colours on it, and they put another layer of glass over the top of that, and then blow it a bit, flatten it, and then they dip it into another colour on one side. Can you see this line here? Well, it would be this way first. Dip this side in, squidge it out, and then they dip this side in and squidge it out as well. When I say squidge it out, they're probably using metal tools to do that with. They might be using wooden ones. They might even be using wet newspaper. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, those are things that they used to play with. A handful of wet newspaper doesn't seem like much protection, but apparently it is. So yeah, they could use that to shape the hot glass. Steams a lot, but yeah. So that's an axe head. I wanted to show you something. I was looking in eBay. I just thought I'd look at the prices again, and some of these are down as axe heads. They're not. So this one says fish axe head lollipop. I think this is a lollipop because there's no. You can see this one has got like that crisscross here, so it's that double dip that they do, and this one here, and this one, and then some of them are just like. There's no double dipping each side and flattening it out. I think it's just an extra dip, and they've flattened it out, but without the sort of like this double dip and creating this cross mark here. So anyway, I just thought I'd point it out and look at some of these prices though. Yeah, I don't even know. That's a sign. This one's signed by Michael Harris. Let's have a look. So this is an original one. Double cross. This here. 2000. So Michael Harris was the original founder of Medina Glass in Malta, and yeah, the ones that are signed by him lift it away. So if you see something signed Medina, yeah, that's fine. If you see it signed Medina Michael Harris, then, and it's a bargain of any way, shape or form less than this, then you need to stick your hand in your wallet and buy it quick before anybody else spots the name on it.
He's got something unusual here. Look at this. Costa Boda. I'm not seeing this before in real life. So that's quite nice. I will see if that's on Mother Sweden. I'm not sure if it is or not, but we'll check.
This is the mothersweden.com website, and I thought I'd show you how nice this website is. So we've come to the section on Bertil Valian. It's a biography for him. You can see he's a cool artist guy with a beret and everything and a scruffy beard. And yeah, if we scroll down, we know it was called Tornado, but you can see, you can just look through these little thumbnails they've got here. This is the Tornado one. And yeah, and we know it's this one here, the model 48281. So that's it. Unfortunately, they don't have. So what I think they do here is they show you ones that they've sold as well as ones that are for sale. None of these are for sale; they're all sold, so there's no prices, which is a bit of a pain. But it does give you Tornado from 1983, and it consists 6 vases, 2 bowls, with colourful threads on an oily surface. What gets me about this, when you look at them, is that you've got this iridescence, and then you've got these molten colours embedded into it, and it seems like it's on top of the iridescence. I don't know how they would do that. Obviously, Bertil Valian played around and worked out how to do that, but yeah, it's a mystery to me.
Got some Czech pieces here. I can't remember who they're by, but definitely I recognise all of them. This is quite cool though. Yeah, I will try and find that.
So I thought I would use 2 references just to see how different they were, and in actual fact it kind of worked out perfectly in that this is the Czech Glass Guide, and you do have to pay to join this one. I can't remember how much it was now. It wasn't a lot, but it's an annual thing. And yeah, the taller, slimmer vase of those 2 wavy ones that we saw there is here. There's the blue one. I think you can expand that to have a better look at it. Go back. Oh, also you got a little bit of info down here. It's a vase, the year. There's no patent number. Yeah, 1968, and then he's got a couple of reference. I haven't got that book. I know it's quite expensive actually, because it's out of print. Mark Hill book, page 34, Czech Glass Guide, and then the other one was actually 20th Century Glass, and they've got the shorter one in green as well. So they don't have the tall one. So, and 1968, and they give exactly the same reference, and really not much it's metric. I mean, it's imperial measurements in here. I can't say anything because my website is all imperial. I just went down that route. I shouldn't have. I know, just I'm too old. Well, I'm not too old. I just should have done it in centimeters, and anyway, I didn't. So yeah. So there you go. Anyway, there's two ways of finding it. One, you do have to pay for. This is free. So if you can't find things, if there's lots of things you can't find here that are Czech related, you might want to consider joining the Czech Glass Guide.
Something I particularly like here. It's not normally my thing, but look at this. It's a paperweight, but then it's got like a salamander sitting on top of it. That is really nice. Really nicely done. It's got little beady black eyes, but then it's made out of a cane. And the arms are canes too. There's little blue fingers. I do like that a lot.
So looking at the website, scottishglass.co.uk, and I tracked down this guy. It wasn't as easy as I thought it would be, but anyway, Mike Hunter is his name, or Michael Hunter. And yeah, so he's worked for a few different places. He worked for Wedgwood Glass, Perthshire Paperweights, Lindeen Mill, and then Twists Glass Studio. And yeah, he's got a whole bunch of stuff about him and what work he's done and commissions he's got. And there's no link to his current employment here, but I found it, and yeah, he's quite a cool guy. Well, his glass is quite cool. So anyway, this is the gallery from his website, and yeah, he's got some nice art glass in here, and you can still buy the little lizard ones. Yeah, this one here. It's in his gallery. I presume you can still buy them. This one is not the same one as we're looking at. So obviously, they're not just one-offs. He's making them over and over again. I know it's not the same because the way the arrangement of the foil in here was slightly different. So it's still this big chunk of silver and these bits of gold and everything, but yeah, just slightly, because it's random, just slightly differently random. But yeah, they're still cool. I'd have any of the lizards. They're all cool. Don't know which colour I would go for, but anyway, I'd have any of them. I do like them, and yeah, some of his other stuff's quite nice. But I think out of everything he's done here, I still like those lizard paperweights.
We've got Salviati dolphin candlesticks here. Yeah, quite nice. They're quite big as well, because usually they're tiny, but these ones you get like a big candle in them. So yeah.
So I've been trying to find a good reference for those dolphins, and I don't think I have found one. Some sites said Tosso, Barovia Tosso. I don't know about that. Also, I mean, this one here, it says Salviati, but then I've looked for Salviati dolphins. This one looks very similar. This one looks a bit different, maybe similar, but this one looks different again. There's something, and this one looks at a high level of quality. It's difficult to really pin down whether they're just all by them but made over a long period of time, or if they are made by different companies. Obviously, I'm not going to fully trust all of these different, Etsy and Pinterest and whatever. Not great references. Discrepancies between them just make me feel, is it all by the same hand? Yeah, I don't know. might be Salviati, might be someone else.
Got some Whitefriars slabs here. Got this one and this one. This one's more like a tile. Yeah. You don't see many of these around, but yeah, I'll look those up.
Looking at the Whitefriars catalogue for 1969 on the whitefriarsglassworks.com website, and yeah, so one of the slabs that we saw there was this one here, and the other was this one here. I'm not sure what these architectural slabs were supposed to be for. Are they paperweights? I wouldn't mind knowing. Are they supposed to be fitted into windows? Not sure. Yeah. Anyway, we've got slab number 2 and slab number 3 there. And there are a lot of people, I think, well, not a lot, but they're not very common. They're only in the 1969 and 1970 catalogues, and there are people that do want them.
Got a big fruit bowl here by Itale. It's a Tapio Ricara, and it's a centrifuge cast. You see it's kind of like textures on the outside, and then it's smooth on the inside where they've spun it and the glass has spun up the sides of the mould. Well, that's right cool. It's like a mountainscape inside.
I find this nice sale site, pomono.co.uk. Don't really know it, but anyway, they have the bowl here, Lunar Bowl by Tapio Cala for Itala 1972, and they want £593 for it. What the? So the one we were looking at the glass fair was £60. Yeah, this is like 10 times as much, but this is the extreme. If I go back to here, you can see the prices at 42, 89. The price is a bit all over the place. 144, 58, 48. All of these would be with postage added. So I think £60. This one's 200. £60 is at the bottom end of the pricing. So that's quite nice to know that. And the difference is it's there, it's at the fair, and you can have a handle of it as opposed to buying it through the post. But anyway, that's what it was. And yeah, this is, I will say, you're paying a lot of money, but it is very well photographed. You know, they're trying to show you it in great detail.
I'm not certain. I think this might be Home Guard. I'm not definite. There's no label on it. It's made using the half post method. Can you see this here? Where it's been double dipped. And it's got these faces on. I think it is. Not definite though.
So when I looked at this bit of film at home, the name that then instantly popped into my head was Eric Hogland. So I typed in Eric Hogland decanter, and I rather quickly found this on eBay. So here it is, made with the German half post method here, where it's double dipped. So they make the bottle and they blow it and they dip it again, and you end up to see where the second dip comes up to. And then it's got these seals which are added on separately. I did try to find a better reference than this. This is the closest I got to it, which is in the Mother Sweden. I went through all my catalogues and everything trying to go, can I get it exactly in a catalogue? No, I can't. Not with the ones I've got, and I have got a lot. I mean, if I show you here, let me just show you. Yeah, I have all of these. But these are some Boda ones, Costa Boda. Anyway, yeah, still not in there, doesn't matter. Anyway, back to this one here. Eric Hogland, 1960s, clear bottle, stamp motif. Now, it's not the same one, it's square for starters, but this pouring lip and the stopper is exactly the same. It's made with the German half post method, and it's got this big seal on the side. It's not exactly the same as any of the seals I think we were looking at, but it's almost like it was made as part of a set of different decanters. You know, if you were to see this one and the other one sitting on the table together, they wouldn't look out of place together, especially as this part is exactly the same. And just the way it's blown, everything is, yeah, straight out of the same stable. And it is because it's by the same person, and it's just a slightly different design by the same designer, Eric here. Look at that happy smiley face. Anyway, there we go.
Got some more Itala Festivo candlesticks here. You can see these ones have got like 1 layer, 2 layers. There's one in the back there with 4. In fact, there's 2 with 4 layers. And yeah, the number of the less layers, the basically the cheaper really. And I think the ones with lots of layers, they get rarer as they go up. These are Italia Neva little tumblers in, lovely, sweet little things. Yeah, these are another, I think they're a Tapio Ricara design as well.
I thought I'd point out something quickly about these glasses. So yes, we know they're Itala Tapio Ricara, designed by him. Well, it says Swedish glass, they're from Finland. Anyway, 1971. So, what makes them special? Because if you look here, there, that edge, they're safe. They've got safety rims, which means these are machine-made glasses, and it's all about the designer, him being ahead of the game, doing things that nobody else is doing, and everybody else copying it. So that's where we're at with this. It's all about the context of the glasses. And let me show you something. If I go here, look at this, £56. This is sold, okay? So these glasses, looking at these prices on here, those little glasses, they're like sold on eBay, you know, £20, £25 a pop. So a tall one is like, there's one is like, I know it's in Australia, but it's like maybe £50. I mean, and that's without, these are prices without postage. So yeah, they are just machine-made glasses, but it's all about the context, who the designer is, etc., etc. So these are ones to look out for, and it's worth learning the difference between these and the Ravenhead glasses with the same safety rim.
So I hope you enjoyed my rabbit hole that I fell down of finding and not finding things. So yeah, so with that said, all the references I use will be in the description below. The contact details I have for Premier Fairs will be in the description below. And please remember to like and subscribe, because it really does help my channel. So thank you for watching. Have a good night. Good night.